This video is a pending part of the chapter number 1, the River Valley Civilization. In the previous video, we discussed about the Bronze Age. Now we are going to discuss the Indus Valley Civilization. Main characteristics of Harappa Civilization. The first characteristics of Harappa Civilization. There are several theories about the origin of the Harappa civilization. These can be categorized in two groups. The first group is a foreign origin. Some scholars believe that Harappan civilization came into existence as a result of a sudden migration of a people with the urban civilization to the Indus basin. According to these scholars, the Harappan civilization was an offshoot of a Mesopotamia civilization. The second point of these characteristics, indigenous origin. The recent researches shows that roots of the Harappan civilization lie deep in the Indian soil. According to some historians, the urban Harappan culture developed from the extensive local village culture. And the next point is discovery. Okay, there are discovery. The second point is a discovery. There is an interesting story about the discovery of the Indus Valley civilization. When construction work was going on at the railway track near Harappa around 1920, the railway authorities noticed that the bricks which were used from the nearby ruins belonged to the very old civilization. Dayaram Sahni in 1921 at Harappa and R.D. Banerjee in 1922 at Mohenjo-daro made the sensational discovery of an advanced civilization that flourished in India about 4500 years ago. And the next point is, it is a third point, society. Not much is known about the social and political life of Harappans. The houses excavated at the Harappa cities point out the three distinction social cultures. The first category included the people who seems to be rulers and nobles and live in the citadel. This is called as the citadel. And the second category comprised rich merchants and other craftsmen who lived in the lower city. And the third category included the farmers who lived in the surrounding areas and produced food for themselves and for the people of the cities. And the next point is food. Wheat was their main staple food. Other cereals used was barley. Advance from the Lothal points out that rice was also cultivated. They liked fruits such as the pomegranates, bananas and dates. Milk, butter, oil and spices were also used. And the next point is it is a fifth point, dress and ornaments. The Harappans mostly used to wear cotton clothes. The rich people used woolen clothes in winter. The women wore some kind of skirts and discovered the upper part of their body with shawl. They used to cover their head with a scarf. Men used to wear dhoti and shawl around the shoulders. Now we will discuss about the ornaments. Both men and women used to wear ornaments made of beads or shells. The rich people wore gold and silver ornaments like necklaces, finger rings, The women also wore headdresses, girdles, bangles, and earrings. Now we will discuss about the town planning. All the streets and lanes were laid according to set up a plan. Water supply, sufficient drain system, and the plan of the houses prove that the art of town planning and well quite advanced. Each city was divided into two parts. The first part is the citadel. The citadel was a raised platform, rectangular in shape and about 12 meters high. It was constructed with bricks and stones with watchtowers. It had massive walls and its height attached the protection against the floods. It is believed that the ruler, along with his nobles, and lived here. Important public buildings like the Great Bath, the granaries, the Assembly Hall, and the workshops were located here. The next part is the lower town. The lower town had the residential buildings, whereas the common people lived and carried on their professional work. Streets. Features. Other features of town planning are streets. The streets were quite wide, varying from 9 feet to 34 feet in width. The streets intersected each other the right angles. The main roads were wide and curved at the corners so that heavy crafts could turn easily. And the next part is a drain system. The Hadappans had a well planned drain system, and like of which are the not found in the other cities. And the next part is dwelling houses. All the houses were constructed according to plan. They were 1 or 2 stories high. The small houses consisted of 2 rooms, while the big one had many rooms. And the next part is occupation of the Hadappans. We already discussed in the previous video about the occupation of Hadappans: agriculture, pottery, craft, spinning and weaving. Now we will discuss about the trade. The Hadappans carried out both internal and external trade. The internal trade was carried out through land routes and bullock carts within India. They got precious stones, metals, and other articles from many towns. They trade with Mesopotamia, Lothal, Surkoda, Balkot. The Hadappans obtains gold from the South India and metals like silver, tin, copper from Paris. The external trade was carried by on the sea. The first point of this feature is art and craft. We already discussed art and craft, seal and script. Turn out the page. Public buildings. The Assembly Hall. First is the Assembly Hall. Assembly Hall at Mohenjo-daro was a large building having a big hall supported by pillars. The pillars were arranged in 4 rows or 5 pillars each. And the second is granaries. Granaries were found at Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Rothal and Kalibanga. The largest granary was found at Mohenjo-daro, which measured 45.71 meters in length and 15.23 meters in breadth. At Harappa, there were two rows of 6 granaries with a wide passage between them. The granaries was used to store surplus grain. Near the granaries, circular bricks platforms have been found. They were probably meant to the threshing grain. These granaries were built close to the river so that grains could be easily transported to the boats and through boats to other places. And the next public building is a dockyard. Dockyard has been discovered at Lothal. It was an important trading and manufacturing center of the Indus Valley civilization. And the next is the Great Bath. The Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro is a most important building of this civilization. It was a huge rectangular tank with a flight of steps on the northern and southern side leading to the bottom of the tank. Now next point is a religious belief. Discovery of a large number of terracotta female figures show that worshipped of Mother Goddess and and Pashupati Mahadeva is Pashupati Mahadeva seal was found there. The three-faced giant wearing horn breast and surrounded by the elephant tiger. This god has been identified as a Pashupati Mahadeva. Now the second last point is a decline. Various reasons for the decline of this civilization. The first point is natural climates. Like flood and earthquake caused destroyed human inhabitants. And the next the invading Aryans.